CIET NCERT presents the audiobook Khel Yog, textbook of physical education and well-being for class 4.
Page number 41. Chapter 4. Little Steps. Introduction. The key to success is to set and achieve goals. For example, holding the pose similar to Naukasana for 20 seconds, T-balance on one leg for 20 seconds, jumping jacks for 60 seconds, etc. Every individual has different goals based on their needs. But there are some goals which all of us should try to achieve. In this chapter, we will set and achieve personal goals on maintaining balance and growing strong. At the bottom of this page, there is a picture of some girls trying to play a game together. There are 4 girls in the red t-shirt and a girl in blue t-shirt. It seems like they are trying to play a game which has 2 teams. The girl in the blue t-shirt has to pick a stone and the other team members in the red t-shirt has to stop her to win the game. Page number 42. BM19 Roll Around. Required material: mats. How to play. Point 1. Ask students to find and mark an area and sit on the ground and hold both the ankles with the hand. Point 2. Keep your chin tucked in your chest to avoid injuries. Point 3. At the blow of the whistle, ask them to roll their bodies sideways with their back and shoulder touching the ground. Point 4. Start with the left side and then on the right side. Point 5. As the students get comfortable, ask them to stretch their legs and hold their ankles. Point 6. Again, ask them to start rolling from one side and then to the other side. At the bottom of this page, there is a picture of a girl who is practicing roll around. Purpose: to develop the balance of the body in rolling motion. Variations: vary the rolling position from sideways to forward rolling. Circle time: share which movement you enjoyed the most and why. Discuss why it was important to mark the area for rolling. Page number 43. BM20 Cross Together. Required material: hula hoops, pieces of cloth and cones. How to play. Point 1. Form teams of 4 and ask them to stand behind the cone or starting line. Point 2. Each teammate has a hula hoop and another one is placed in front of them. Point 3. The first teammate will move into the hula hoop and place the one in their hand on the ground. Point 4. The second teammate will enter the empty hula hoop and pass the hula hoop in their hand to the first teammate and place it on the ground to make a path. Point 5. All the teammates have to cross the path by placing the hula hoop till the next end where a piece of cloth is placed. Point 6. They have to bring the cloth to the starting point in the same way. The team to do this first will win. Point 7. Teammates can place the hula hoop at a distance if they can jump to finish the race first. At the bottom of this page, there is a picture which has some students trying to play with hula hoop. There are 2 different teams with 4 students each, one in red color and the other in blue color. We can also find an instructor instructing them about the game. Note for the teacher. The teacher will provide examples of uncomfortable incidents like teasing and bullying by role play and explain how such things hamper team spirit. Purpose: to develop team spirit and collaborative skills. Variations: Vary the number of cloths. Vary the number of teammates. Circle time. Discuss with your peers about an incident where you felt uncomfortable for any reason. Also, share how someone offered help at that time. Page number 44. BM21 Movement Circuit. Required material: mats, box. How to play. Point 1. At the blow of the whistle, students will walk on a path of width 9 inch towards the first mat and perform rocking 5 times as given in the picture. Point 2. After that, the student will move to the next station while doing frog jumps and T-balance on left leg for 5 seconds. Point 3. After that, the student will walk on toes to the next station and T-balance on right leg for 5 seconds. Point 4. Then the student will do Hanuman jump till they reach the mats placed on a slope. Note for the teacher: the stations can be changed according to locally available resources and fitness level of students. Local stations can be incorporated to develop the desired outcome: balance, coordination, leg strength, explosive strength, flexibility, and speed. Purpose: to develop basic motor movements and fitness. Variations: the sequence and frequency of exercises may be changed to increase or decrease the difficulty. Circle time. Star and wish. Page number 45. Point number 5. The student will climb the mat and do a forward roll, keeping the chin close to the chest. Point 6. After that, students will walk backwards for 5 meter, followed by a 5 meter sprint to complete the circuit. At the bottom of this page, there is a picture of students practicing this activity. Page number 46. BM22 Push Circuit. Required material: cones, box. How to play. Point 1. At first, students will push and hold against the wall on their toes for 1 minute at an inclination as given in the figure. Point 2. Then they shall move to the next station and start pushing and pulling against the box placed in front of them 5 times against the wall. Point 3. After that, they will perform 10 knee push-ups, modified push-ups on the ground. Point 4. Repeat the circuit at least 3 times. At the middle of this page, there is a picture which has a child practicing push circuit. Note for the teacher: create a list of sources for motivation shared by the students and display it in the classroom. Purpose: to develop upper body strength. Variations: vary the duration of hold, distance to push, and the number of push-ups. Vary the weight of the box. Circle time. Discuss how you felt after completing the circuit and share how did you push yourself despite being tired. Page number 47. BM23 Leg Circuit. Required material: cones. How to play. Point 1. The students will start with 10 squats and move to the next station. Point 2. Then they have to perform 15 vertical jumps on the spot and try to go higher. Point 3. After that, they will perform 5 lunges on each leg. Point 4. Then they have to perform 15 calf raises to complete the circuit. Point 5. Repeat the circuit at least 3 times. At the middle of this page, there is a girl practicing leg circuit. Note for the teacher: create a list of barriers to exercise shared by the students and display it in the classroom. Purpose: to develop lower body strength. Variations: vary the number of repetitions. Calf raises can also be done on single leg. Circle time: discuss your feeling after completing the circuit and share that. How will you overcome barriers? Page number 48. BM24. Run into hula hoops. Required material: hula hoops. How to play. Point 1. Hula hoop will be spread around the playing area, ensuring that the number of hula hoops should be less than the number of students. Point 2. The students will spread around the playing area. Point 3. At the blow of the whistle or on start of music or clap, they will run, jump, or walk around the playing area, avoiding the hula hoops. Point 4. At the second whistle or as soon as the music stops, they have to find the nearest hula hoop and stand inside it. Point 5. The students who cannot find one will be eliminated. Remove one hula hoop after every round. Ensure that the number of hula hoops is always lesser than the number of students. Point 6. The student to claim the last hula hoop shall be the winner. At the middle of the page, there is a picture of some students playing with hula hoops. We can find some students are in red uniform, while some in purple and others are in blue. Note for the teacher: create a list of sources of motivation shared by the students and display it in the classroom. Purpose: to develop auditory senses and agility. Variations: vary the kinds of exercises to be done apart from running. Vary the number of hula hoops to make it difficult. You can assign colors to the students and they have to be in the hula hoop only for that color at the end of the music. Circle time: discuss the differences they found while reacting to clapping, whistling, and music. Page number 49. BM25. Balancing on the line. Required material: marking powder. How to play. The students have to stand on the starting line at point 1 in the figure. Point 2. At the blow of the whistle, they start walking on the path while balancing their body. Point 3. They jump with one leg on the box or hula hoop, then balance again on the line. Point 4. They reach the next box and do a vertical jump into the box or hula hoop. Point 5. They start hopping on the path till the next line and again start balancing until they reach the finishing line. At the middle of this page, there is a picture of some students practicing balancing on the line. Note for the teacher: create a list of barriers to exercise shared by the students and display it in the classroom. Purpose: to develop balance and coordination. Variations: vary the different types of jumps and walks. Vary the distance between stations. Box can be replaced with hula hoops. Circle time: star and wish. Page number 50. Guided self-assessment for students. The purpose of this exercise is to track children's progress in physical education classes, emphasizing self-improvement and personal growth rather than comparison with others. The emphasis is on developing basic motor movements, developing specific personal and social behavior, being mentally engaged in activities, and getting introduced to self-assessment. It ensures a holistic and supportive learning environment. The rubrics are progressive in nature. Instructions: read the statement and tick the number which is most suitable for you. Throwing. At the bottom of this page, there is a table with 5 columns marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In each column, there are different smileys given, while 1 being the saddest and 5 being the happiest. This is how these smileys are in progression. Column number 1. I can hit the targets sometime with different size of ball at the near distance. I need to practice more for proper follow through. Column 2. I can mostly throw the ball to my partner while looking in their eyes with proper technique. I need to use more force to cover more distance. Column 3. My throws reach the target with moderate power. I need to improve my aim for accuracy and consistency. Column 4. My throws are strong, smooth and natural. Column 5. Discuss with the teammates about how to throw better. Page number 51. Catching. At the starting of this page, there is a picture with a table. In this table, there are 5 columns. Each column is marked with a number from 1 to 5. Each column has some smileys on it, while number 1 being the saddest smiley and number 5 being the happiest smiley. This is how these smileys are in progression from 1 to 5. I occasionally catch the ball on the spot with both hands and with a single hand. I misjudge the ball when it is little bit far from me. Column 2. My focus is increasing, but I need to work on coordination for better catch. Column 3. I can mostly catch the ball with both hands while moving. I need to work on one hand skill. Column 4. I can consistently catch the throws with single hand at different distances with right technique. Column 5. I always appreciate other students who take a good catch. Note for the teacher. The teacher will guide the students to observe the above points while performing the skills and or assessing the skill for themselves. Throw. Twist the body and swing the arm forward to throw. Then step forward and balance after releasing the ball. Catch. Keep your eyes on the target with a stable stance. Kicking. At the bottom of this page, there is a table given with 5 different columns. Each column has a number on it from 1 to 5. Each column has also a smiley on it, while 1 being the saddest smiley and 5 being the happiest one. This is how these smileys are in progression. Column 1. I can kick different kinds of balls with proper technique over short and long distances. Column 2. I struggle to kick the ball in different directions. My accuracy and force varies. Column 3. I show better technique by kicking with moderate accuracy and force. Column 4. I can kick the ball with proper leg and hand movements to my partner in any direction and distance. Column 5. I listen to the teacher and follow their instructions. Page number 52. Receiving. At the beginning of this page, there is a table given with 5 different columns. Each column has a number marked on it from 1 to 5. Each column also has different smiley, while 1 being the saddest smiley and 5 being the happiest. This is how these smileys are in progression. Column 1. I can receive both short and long pass smoothly on the spot. Column 2. I find it hard to balance and control the ball when it is a few steps away. Column 3. I react quickly and control the ball, even if it is a little far. Column 4. I can confidently receive passes from any direction and control them easily. Column 5. I help pick up the balls after practice. Note for the teacher. The teacher will guide the students to observe the above points while performing the skills and or assessing the skill for oneself. Kicking. Swing back the kicking leg and bring it forward to kick the ball. Then move the opposite arm forward and balance the body. Receiving. Shift weight onto the non-receiving foot. Receive the ball with the instep while moving the foot slightly back on contact. Then stay low and balance by adjusting body weight as needed. Hitting. At the bottom of this page, there is a picture with 5 different columns. Each column has a number marked on it. Each column also has a different smiley printed on it. The smiley 1 being the saddest and the smiley 5 being the happiest. This is how these smileys are in progression. Column 1. I can consistently hit the ball toward my partner or a target at a short distance with proper balance. Column 2. I struggle to hit the ball and lack power and timing when it is a bit fast. Column 3. I am able to hit the ball with strong force and accuracy, making only a few mistakes. Column 4. I can hit the ball confidently during a game. Column 5. Even after losing the game, I stay positive and try again. Page number 53. Note for the teacher. The teacher will guide the students to observe the above points while performing the skills and or assessing the skill for oneself. Hitting. Stand sideways with legs shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent and eyes on the ball. Step forward on the front foot, swing while rotating hips and shoulders, extend arms fully at the contact point to hit the ball. Then follow through by swinging the upper body with the apparatus, finishing over the non-dominant shoulder. Jumping. There is a table given which has 5 different columns. Each column is marked with different number. The table is marked with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on different columns. Each column on the table has different smileys, while 1 being the saddest smiley, 5 being the happiest one. This is how these smileys are in progression. Column 1. I can jump confidently on one leg and shift directions smoothly while maintaining balance. Column 2. I can jump in multiple directions with control, adjusting body movements for stability. Column 3. I can use body awareness to hop smoothly and land gracefully. Column 4. I am able to execute fast and controlled jump or hop, combining turns with ease. Column 5. Encourage others by cheering for them. Note for the teacher. The teacher will guide the students to observe the above points while performing the skills and or assessing the skill for oneself. Jumping. Encourage students to develop balance, coordination, and leg strength by keeping knees slightly bent, using arms for balance, landing softly. Page number 54. Walk or run. At the beginning of this page, there is a table given which has 5 columns. Each column is marked with a number starting from 1 to 5. Each column also has a smiley printed on it, while 1 being the saddest smiley and 5 being the happiest one. This is how this table is in progression. Column 1. I can walk for 5 minutes without any discomfort. Column 2. I can walk for 7 minutes without any discomfort. Column 3. I can continuously jog for 3 minutes. Column 4. I can continuously jog for 5 minutes. Column 5. I enjoy while running and walking. Note for the teacher. The teacher will guide the students to observe the above points while performing the skills and or assessing the skill for oneself. Walk or run. These actions should be done with proper posture, arms moving naturally, and eyes looking ahead and ensuring smooth movements. Chapter 4 NCERT.
Khel Yog. You were just listening to this audiobook, textbook of physical education and well-being for grade 4. Narration Rehana Qureshi. Sound recordist Prasoon Kumar. Production assistant Soumya Malik. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.